Misha and Teeny are the only duo on EU throughout the Chapter 4 Major 3 FNCS to claim not only the POI rifting, but also the Victory Royale in the same game, not once, but twice throughout the FNCS, all while putting in a strategy that has never been seen before successfully, and that being landing at 8 different drop spots across the entire 6 and then 12 total games of competition. And you may be asking, how in the world is this even possible to then claim a 3rd place in that grand finals, as well as a qualification spot to that $4 million global championship? Well, it starts off not like you'd expect, that being camping off spawn with a very shambles loadout, and then riskingly taking fights against teams of the likes of Cammy and Seti, which we saw during week 2 early off spawn in game number 4, which they got a Victory Royale. And you may be thinking, okay, starting like this, you wouldn't think that it comes out to the outcome that it really does. Well, this is where their strategy, their game planning comes in absolutely masterfully. They're able to take advantage of not only things like the hollow chest, things like fishing, and really able to plan out and cut off other rotations throughout their loading pattern, as well as a bit of those sneaky plays like we saw before. But during those fights, after the early game really wraps up, they're able to take them really easily because, again, their game planning is absolutely massively done to cut off other teams. Therefore, they were able to push that fight just so easily. And then, even when they are still a little bit shambles based off of the 2 fights, because realistically, majority of the teams they're fighting against aren't really the best set up in position anyways, they're able to take advantage of that combat cache. Now we start to get into that really centerpiece of the pie, though, for that POI rifting. They're able to get up there, and once they really clear the air, essentially, of those battles, they're able to go that much step further. You may be seeing, okay, well, normally teams don't fight the teams that go down into the sneaky vault underneath. Well, Misha and Teeny do, because they know not only do we get Storm Surge from this, but we also get easy loot. And you'll notice from this fight, when Misha's beelining it straight for another allocation pressure, Teeny is then able to take advantage of that controller player style of gameplay and really go in for the side angle, go in for the piece. And then this is where they're able to just hone in the rest of the lobby around them as the centerpiece of that POI rifting via the Storm Surge with those MK Alphas. And it just leads them right above. You'll see 600 damage above the Storm Surge threshold, which is just absolutely masterful, and it puts them in a position here for the end game of success. When it really matters the most, Teeny is able to take advantage of what he does best, and that's that fragger ability. This is what he really became known for back in Chapter 3 Season 1 when he was on his solo Cash Cup grind. Now, when they get back together, though, this is where it's truly important. The Tarper, the main man, the IGL, the Misha of himself, when he gets caught up in the mix, he is a good enough fragger to take his fights, and that's what the core of this duo is. They believe in themselves, to have the confidence to really take those battles, and then when Teeny really notices, hey, something's going on here, I need to help out, he swoops right in, doesn't let the individuality of Pride really take over themselves as a duo. When they need help, they say, you know what, we got each other's backs. During that moment where you see right there, he held the back of the tarp during those sprays. Normally, they'd be up there together, which we see here in the final moments of the end game. They know exactly when to play the right part of the game in the correct area to really see the most success out of it. And then when it comes down to the final moments against Pink and Vico in this Week 2 Game 4 VR, Teeny's able to take advantage once again, the drop downs, and then Misha has the back right away with the secondary shot, and it comes in absolutely masterfully. And something that we've never seen before come in so successfully has been absolutely immaculate to see, and I can't wait to see the strategy that this team cooks up in the FNCS Global Championship.